All right. Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I'm here with our pretty, experienced, mature Tiny. Let me give her the opportunity to introduce herself in this interview. Tiny.
You, you said pretty. Wait a minute. Hello, everyone. How are you doing? Pardon me. I have to look down because my new laptop is, I have my camera at the bottom. I don't know why. Anyways, thank you so much, Cherry, for inviting me. They call me Tiny, but my real name is Maria Dolores Florentino. Too long? That's why it's Tiny. Okay. I've been a VA with Virtual Elves Outsourcing since 2014. And when I started my career as a VA, I have no idea what am I going into. But then again, it didn't stop me from learning things that I am now doing, that I'm also sharing with others, just like what I have learned from Cherry. We've worked together as HR, so we've functioned or helped each other in some of the responsibilities with virtual elves. And along the way, as I grow with this career, I'm able to share some knowledge that I have acquired, and also is helping actively with those who would want to start a career from home. So basically, I'm still working as a VA. It's my career, and I am sharing the knowledge, which is my advocacy. So thank you for this opportunity, Cherry, that I may be able to share my insights with our community.
Thank you so much,
I'm from
Tiny.
Santa Rosa, Laguna, by the way. I
Yes, all
forgot.
right. To those in Santa Rosa, Laguna, it's from
Yeah.
your very own.
Yes. I'm from Santa Rosa, Laguna, and from the Philippines. Basically, we're all from the Philippines. And she reminded me to tell that, and I forgot.
Thank you so much, Tiny. Thank you for the
You're
energy. Thank
welcome.
you, guys. I'm pretty sure you're going to enjoy this interview. By the way, this is one of interviews that I have for my series, Thriving in the Midst of COVID-19 Crisis. So
Which is
right
a
now,
great topic.
yeah, I know that everyone wants to learn how this COVID-19 crisis can help you. I just want to share something positive about something positive in this pandemic. So, Tiny, let me throw the first question to you. What
Go
happened
ahead.
to your job or clients during this pandemic?
Well, since we all understand that this is a global situation, it's not just here in the Philippines. We are all aware about that. Definitely, my schedule with my client is greatly affected, but I'm thankful that they're still going on. Meaning to say, my client is still working with her business. She's still running her business since she is a business coach. The only thing that has been greatly affected with us is her schedule, especially with her events, in Australia and even outside Australia. But then again, I'm happy because she was able to launch her new book, which allowed us both to be very busy still. I am assisting her in promoting her book, making sure that all the things that she would be needing in terms of assistance from me, I'm providing it for her. So that's how really things are working right now. Even if we tend to look for things that, and we tend to look for the opportunities that is available there, in making sure that we still can adapt to what the situation is. We cannot just cry over spilled milk and say, oh no, what will happen. Yeah, that part sunk in. I mean, I thought about it, but then again, I told myself God is showing us that this maybe is a reason for us also to look into ourselves, make a realization. And the realization that hit me so much is that don't just take things on your own. If you can share, especially now that there are a lot of people who lost their jobs, their work, whatsoever. So I think the advocacy that I'm sharing is also going to help them somehow in making them create a new opportunity for them and start a new living for them. That's really a part of their action now, since we are here to urge them and to open a new horizon and a new area for them to really grow. So we have to understand that it is a serious situation, it is a serious problem, but we have to look for solution. We cannot just delve there and say, oh no, what will happen to us. That's part of it. This is the new normal. We have to adapt to it, and we have to really think creatively in order for us to be successful and to thrive.
Thank you so much, Tiny. That's very insightful. So you're saying that your client herself has been affected, especially that she was usually doing events, and events gathering was limited, or not even limited. It stopped during the pandemic. Yet
Yes,
she now has new book, which is another opportunity that made you even busier. So you can see that it's not the end. There's something else
exactly.
after something stopped. So
Yes.
um, for you, I guess I'm going to go to my second question. What opportunities did you see during the challenging times?
There's a lot, to be honest. There's a lot. I never thought I would see it, but like what I said, maybe God has His reason for this thing to happen. There's always a reason. There's always a purpose. The purpose maybe is, first we have to make a realization of ourselves. We're too busy, and maybe we have forgotten Him. That's one thing that we all have to think about. Secondly, the opportunities around us. Maybe it was already there all along, but we are not looking at it. Look at it this way, Che. Here in the Philippines, the telecommuting law has been recently approved in 2019, but not all companies. I'm not saying all companies should follow through or practice it, but the thing is, not companies or did most of the companies did not look at it as an opportunity for them to alleviate somehow the traffic and allow their employees to work from home until such time that the pandemic arose or was experienced by the Philippines, and that little by little they're allowing their employees to work from home. What I'm trying to say is the opportunity is already there. Had it been we have been practicing or implementing this already beforehand, I think most of the companies will have a smooth transition from the busyness of their business, and then
Right.
transitioning to working from home and allowing their employees to, because they're already set up, or they've placed a good system already prior to this situation. Just like us, we are all working from home. It's not really a thing for us that that we get really affected about the transition. The thing that we were affected was the time that we normally work for our clients has been somehow decreased. But then again, the realization there is we do not have this problem of, oh no, what will I use? Oh no, what system am I going to provide myself now to work? So these are the things that we did not see, especially the companies, and that's where I step in. Most of the companies I talk to, I introduce to them the idea that it can be done. It's just that we're so micromanaged here in the Philippines, and most of the business owners, managers, whatever position they may have, the idea of having the trust issue, will their employees be working or not during the time that they're working from home? These are things that scares them, and I feel like, and I understand that situation. But that's why we're stepping in and allowing them to see the greater good, that if allow your employees to work from home, first, your business can still go on. Second, your employees will not be vulnerable to this kind of virus because they don't have to travel to and fro. And three, they're productive because they can still work. Um, your operation doesn't have to cease, and they have the feeling of security. Unless the system is not in place, then definitely most of the companies, that what happened is that they closed shop, and their employees lost their jobs because they were not prepared. Had it been, I'm not saying that this would really happen, but had it been, they looked into the possibility of implementing the telecommuting law, maybe half of their employees, I think the transition really would be so smooth. They wouldn't have to worry about closing their businesses or whatsoever, because they've already prepared on hand prior to this situation. I think that's one thing that we didn't look into. The telecommuting law is already there, but no one is really maximizing it.
Thank you so much, Tiny. So what you're saying is that actually the opportunities were already there, but had it not been the pandemic, they wouldn't see it. And now
Yes,
somehow you personally stepped in to help some of the businesses see those opportunities, which is a great
certainly.
thing. It's probably because God has guided you, and there is some sort of if we look at higher perspectives, we'll be able to see good things out of, negative situations. And that's what happened to you. So,
Yes. I'm
um,
happy that one of my friends, just to share with you, Che, I'm
sure.
happy that one of my friends, I've known her for such a long period of time since I was working in the company, and I told her about what I have been doing. She manages a business of her own. She's a celebrity manager, and I told her, I can help you. You don't have to pay me for it for anything. I just want to make sure that you can go on with your business because you have employees. Just imagine this, because I'm thinking about her employees, they would really lose their work. So I told her, let me step in, allow me to help you, let me introduce the system that we do, and so that you can also go on with your business. She's so happy with the results because she doesn't have to let go of her employees, and still her business is thriving, meaning to say they were able to go on and to continue. And that's what she's now, um what do you call this, a word of mouth. She's now telling those friends of hers that, talk to this person because she was able to help me. And that's the nice part of that. And I told
Wow.
her, see, had it been you decided to close it, how many mouths would be problematic right now? How many of your employees would be thinking where to get their meals to provide for their families? And she's happy with the results.
So you had somehow provided, in despite of you reducing hours with clients yourself, you have seen opportunities to help others instead, because you have seen that there are good things happening despite the pandemic, and you have mentioned the telecommuting telecommuting
Telecommuting.
yes, sorry, telecommuting, guys, opportunities there. So, um, this is out of curiosity, Tiny. How are you able to personally identify those opportunities, and how did you grab them?
Well, just looking at the stories, I always check on LinkedIn. I always check on my friends' FB. Just looking into their messaging, I know how dreadful it is for them. There are certainly companies that we cannot help in terms of providing work from home. Probably like, for example, manufacturing companies, something like that. This is really understandable. But somehow their office setup can still go on. So when I do that, I reach out to these people and tell them, you know what, there's a situation right now, and we are aware about it. But then we have to look for a solution. There's a problem. There's always a problem. And what can we do? Of course, we have to find a solution. Maybe this can help you. We just don't have to be afraid, sometimes we have to really open our horizon and reach out. It's better to give than to take. That's in the Bible. So for me, I felt like, having this opportunity working from home, Cherry, we know this, it's already a privilege for us, and we know the benefits of it, but a lot of people doesn't. So I saw that opportunity to share it with them. Why not allow your employees to discover that, it can be done? You're just afraid. They're just scared because, like what I said, they're so micromanaged. They feel like, I'm a supervisor, I need to monitor, to supervise my staff. I am a manager. That kind of mindset is what we have. So little by little, when I see that they're in having this kind of problem, I reach out to them and tell them, especially on LinkedIn, you can see some of the managers, HR managers, sometimes they have this kind of problems. And I talk to them, we may not know each other, but I sense your problem. So this simple kindness, so, the word of reaching out to, or the act of reaching out to them and sharing some ideas. And I think that opens the opportunity for them also to understand, oh yeah, that can be done. So what I also do, I come up with free webinars to explain to them how they can make their employees work from home, to just give them the guidance. We don't have to think about ourselves, this is an opportunity for me to earn. If I would be thinking that way, then probably I'm gaining more. I am being invited, yes, and I get paid for that. At least a company is doing that for me. But for me reaching out, sometimes I don't really ask for anything. I just want to be able to help and assist them. Now, if they really want to go beyond that, that's the time that we talk about, okay, maybe this is more beyond that I can do. You can probably share something for me, and that's what they can offer. And I also accept whatever it is that they can offer me. I don't charge, so much, because I know the situation. If I can do it for free, why not? You get what I mean? we have to be there to listen and to be able to assist and share something that can help them. We know how lucky we are. We know that we are benefiting so much from working from home. Let them experience it. So that's for me, Cherry. I think for me, my principle is it's better to give than to take.
That's very lovely. It's insightful. Everyone can actually do that. So from what I see, you saw a problem. There's pandemic, and here you are. You were working from home from the beginning. You saw that this is possible. Everyone can work from home, and now there's a problem that people needs to be in their homes, and you see problems in LinkedIn that their companies are having problems with how to manage human
Challenges,
resource,
yeah.
yeah, the challenges and running the business now that they are not allowed to go to the offices. And you saw this opportunity saying, I've been working from home, why can't I share what I have experienced as a work from home person to this company? And so that
Yeah.
opportunity, you have given it, you have given that opportunity to the companies. You started with free, because it's just
Yes.
really helping. So I think the bottom line there is you saw a problem and you gave solution, and that's the
Yes.
opportunity in itself. And now when you share that solution to the companies, it paved bigger opportunities for you. So you don't
Yeah.
have to settle for whatever has been lost in you. You have seen those opportunities, now it's expanding, and you don't even have that intention to earn. You were just helping.
Exactly.
So that is something that we can have, you can embrace right now. um, Not because it's a negative, there's negative situation that we also need to be negative. When we are positive, I think when we have positive outlook, we will really see opportunities like this. And I think that was the bridge that you have crossed, Tiny. And now you are, I would say, by the way, Tiny is influential in the work from home field right now. She has community Facebook page. I would, share it on the description, that anyone can join. She could do some consultancy with companies, and that's what she's doing. And now you have seen that journey, where it started. So, Tiny, I think this is going to be my last question. What advice can you give to people working online in coping with challenging times like this?
May I also add from the last question? You
Sure.
know, this is the time and the season for us to empathize, you know. Let's not be opportunistic because we see an opportunity to earn. Let us see
Right.
the opportunity for us to gain more this richness for you, in order when you rest or when you pass away, at least you know for a fact that you have done a lot of kindness.
Mhm.
That's what my principle in life, Cherry. The rewards will just come in next. For me, that's how I
Exactly.
believe it. The reward will just come in next. Now, for those who are thinking, your last question is for those people who are thinking of working online, right?
In these challenging times, especially, what advice can you give? Something that you can share to them.
For me, I've already been saying this time and again. Create opportunities for you. There are a lot of opportunities, but if you do not do, if you do not put some actions to whatever your desire, a lot of people say, "I want to work from home because I want to work from home because." If your reason of working from home is because you want to earn for the meantime, and thinking that is the means to an end, then your mindset or your plan is wrong. You have to do this
Right.
because it's coming from your heart. It is something we have been saying here. This is a career. We have been working since I have been working since 2014. Sherry is longer than I, and we are still working as home-based professionals. What do we mean about it? It means that there is a growth here. There is a huge chance for you to really make this as your career, as a career path for you. Don't just think of it that during this time of the pandemic, I just need money to bring in. I just need to feed my family. Don't think that way. Otherwise, if you do not see the value in you, who do you think would give value to you? No one. If they feel like you will be just there for a short period of time, of course, these clients, your prospect clients, they wouldn't want to work with you for short term. They're also looking for a possible partner to help them grow their businesses. So that's why we have been saying this is a very good career should you look at it that way. So think of it, prepare yourself. If you really want to work from home, learn to understand what are the things, what are the fundamentals for you to understand in order for you to kickstart your career. When I started my career as a VA, no one told me what to do. I remember my opening, I said I really have no idea what I'm going through. But since this time, I've done a lot of sharing. I also have the community, like what Sherry said. There is someone, not just me, but a lot of people who are experienced working, just learn to discern. Okay, that's the key. Just learn to discern whoever it is who's sharing really true information, because there is still a lot of misinformation and misconception about working from home. But for me, honestly, we laid it out, we lay it clearly on the table. This is what you learn. This is what you're going to earn. If you don't learn, then you won't earn properly. So which is which? We are not the quick rich scheme thing. We don't do
Right.
that. We really work, and we work hard to gain what we have and to be where we are at right now. So don't think of it as a quick scheme thing. It is not. It requires hard work, commitment, dedication, focus. That's very important. You have to set your goals straight. Don't just think of it as a means to an end. So that for me is, I have been saying this time and again, that is very important for you to really be successful in this career.
Thank you so much, Tiny. So let me just reflect quickly. First, find opportunities. There are opportunities there. Grab them, but when you grab them, don't look at it as short term money, a quick money scheme.
Always envision yourself. Am I doing this 5, 10, 15 years? Where do you see yourself?
Right, right. So assess yourself. Is this really going to be my career? So there's opportunity, find it, and then have the right motivation, not just
Yeah.
money. Learn instead, and then money will just
Reward
follow.
will just follow. Yeah.
Right. That's the term that Tiny used. Reward will just follow. And then step out, be courageous. Don't be afraid to actually grab them. And then, yeah, focus, have the right attitude, learn. And when we say learn, remember Tiny just said that she didn't know. She just had to start from scratch. Now there are opportunities to learn. So try to grab them as well, because that's how you upskill. That's how you invest in yourself. And
Yes.
then embrace it as a career, not as a short-term gig. So
Correct.
did I get it right, Tiny?
Certainly. Just to summarize everything I've been saying, create opportunity. If I look back now, I did create my opportunity for me, because
Right.
I have no idea about being a VA, right? But I have learned, I have gained all of this knowledge, and I created the opportunity for me. And I thank God for that, because I can't do this all by myself. You have to go out of your comfort zone. That's one thing. Like John Maxwell said, think uh, think big, start small.
Right.
You have to really set a goal, and then you have to work on it. Don't just say I want to lose weight and then you don't diet or whatsoever. No action. There is always action in component with a goal. So thank you, Cherry.
Thank you so much, Tiny. I'm pretty sure you have taken a lot already in this very short time. But I just wanted to say thank you, Tiny, for sharing. And you will see that Tiny has more to say on her page, on her YouTube channel. She's all over social media. You can take this opportunity to learn more from her. And thank you so much for listening today as well. And yeah, in definitely you can thrive amidst COVID-19 crisis and any other
Certainly.
crisis, because
Yeah.
you can, these are all principles that you can follow in different situations. Thank you
Just to
so much.
add also,
Yeah,
Cherry,
so
sorry, just to add,
no
when you
worries.
go to when you go to our YouTube channel, when you go to our Facebook, you don't hear about me. It's what you can really learn from how to get started. This is the thing that I really want to advocate. So please jump on to our Facebook community, which is the Philippine Home-Based Virtual Assistance Community. I think Cherry will share the information below. So get the important information that you need to have to equip you and to help you to start your career if you want to be a home-based professional.
You have done a great job, and you are
Thank
really
you.
very kind-hearted. Thank you so much, Tiny. Any goodbye messages or something?
Well, for me, let's always be thankful, grateful. We have the opportunity to live day by day. Let's not forget who made us, who owns us. Let's just always look up and say thanks be to God for all the gifts, maybe big, maybe small. Remember, all things that are coming from, all good, great and good gifts are coming from above. So we just have to say thank you, Lord. We still have this. um, let's not ask so much. Let's enjoy what we have. You have your family with you. Let's focus on what we can do. God is giving us a lot of opportunities, so let's use that in the right way. So that for me is my principle as a person. I live by the means of being a Christian. I don't do harm to others, and let's share love and empathize with each other. Thank you so much, Cherry, for this opportunity.
Thank you. Share love, everyone. God bless.
Correct.
God
Stay
bless.
safe, everyone. Stay
Stay safe.
safe.
Yes. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.